Welcome back to Divinity Original Sin, and it's time to escape the fort and get into the rest of the game. Do note that once you do this, there's no coming back. The Magisters will go aggro on you. In my case, I may have eliminated most of the Magisters, so maybe this won't be a problem, at least for me. And we get lots and lots of XP. But of course, we're smelly because we've gone through the sewers. Okay, so let's talk.
The cat purrs loudly as it curls itself around your ankles. Looks like you've got yourself a new pet.
And this is their reward for getting all the way through the fort without killing the cat. If the cat gets in range of any Magisters, they can kill it, and you won't end up with a pet. However, that gives you the ability to summon. 1 second. Sorry, I had to cough. The ability to summon is pretty good because, one, first of all, it's a familiar of the Red Prince, and you can summon the cat right next to an enemy mob, and then switch places with it. That's one of the abilities of the summon. So it literally flips you around, and you end up with, well, a really good time. Let's just grab these bits and pieces and take a look at the map. Okay, so here we are. Our objective is to get down here to the hideout. There's a cave as well there. That's going to be the what is it called? The Vault of, what's his name? Braccus Rex. It's down there. There's some hidden treasure up here. There's some difficult fights. Okay, so if you go up here towards this hidden treasure, the really difficult fight there, that's with Wendigo, the woman from the ship at the very start of the game. So we're going to head this way and down towards this hideout, I think. But not directly down. We're going to go towards that Hollow Marshes bridge waypoint first. So I may have to cut out a fair amount of the combat in this one, because in order to get out there, there's quite a few fights that you actually need to get to, or get through, I should say. So we'll just loot our way up there. And our objective, really, I'm halfway through this level, but there's quite a lot of XP to gather on our way. And is that a waypoint? Yeah, let's grab that one. Yeah, because there is a merchant here, which we're going to speak to in a minute.
The serenity in the eyes of the granite statue seem to infuse the air around the shrine. This place feels like a refuge from all harm, a place where fortune favors the fleeing. For the first time in what feels like forever, you feel safe. You know this is the statue's gift. You know the feeling will not last, but you are grateful nonetheless.
Close your eyes and silently thank the statue for its fleeting gift.
You feel the statue smile. You feel it embrace you. You fall into the most comfortable darkness.
So now we have a waypoint at the Hollow Marshes, as well as in Fort Joy. So let's head up towards this merchant. And he's not exactly what he seems. Can we see? No. Well, there we can. Yep. He's a skeleton. He's an undead. So let's go and have a word.
As you near a figure clad in old blackened armor, Sabine takes your hand and gives it a squeeze.
Remember, she's a bit of a psycho.
I've a feeling yonder creepy crawly is the lone wolf I've been looking for. You wouldn't mind if I asked him a few pertinent questions, would you?
Okay, but please don't kill him.
I'll do my very, very best.
Sabine addresses the solitary figure. You hear but whispers and hisses in return. Just when you think a fight is about to break out, Sabile's words seem to sway him into submission. He speaks uncomfortably. She listens, her face hard and pale. His name, you overhear her insist. Roost, he croaks. And with that, the interview's over.
Come, let's go. I have what I came for.
Who's Roost?
He's the one who abducted me, who delivered me to the Master. I'm going to find this man, and we're going to get mightily reacquainted.
I'm guessing Roos isn't going to survive that encounter. However, let's just see if he's got anything decent on
The hooded
him.
man exudes a restrained menace that near matches your own.
Yeah, okay, he's got
As he
some
raises
stuff.
his head, the hood
Huntsman,
falls
I don't
back,
really need at the moment.
revealing the
Magical
gleaming
metal
bronze
shield
visage
will
of
be
an
good.
undead.
That's quite a bit of gold. Magic armor, magic armor. They're all fairly expensive. We got 3,000 gold, but I guess we can sell him some of our stuff. So let's just change across and let's see if we've got any equipment we don't need. I don't think... Oh, that's equipped, not equipment. I don't want to sell what I'm equipped already, so let's just sell a few of these things. Yeah, and I don't think I need the daggers just yet, or at the moment at all, really. Spear of Braccus Rex I will keep. I may not need the rest, and the stone wand. That gives more HP. Maybe I'll keep that. Okay, so 564. And do we want anything hidden here? Staff with 22 HP. So that would be good. That's 746. So let's just equivalent. Yep, let's accept that. And let's just...
Be not frightened of me, delicate fleshed one. There's far worse than my bite in this quagmire. Perhaps I can even offer some aid, if you've the coin. Do you desire trinkets from the ancients? For the smallest of costs, I'll tell you. Barely a trifle.
We'll just take our leave for now, and let's see if I can equip this. It's a little bit more, but more HP, which is always good when you're a mage. Obviously, we've got the same ability. It's got a nice little pop-up, but not really needed. Equipment. Yeah, we could do with belts and rings, to be honest, but he does have them, but quite expensive. We could steal from him, but I'm not going to do that just yet, I don't think. We can come back to do that a little bit later. So, back down here. Remember, we want to go southeast, and north is at the top of the screen now, so down here will be good, or at least roughly around down here. Let's go and loot up. Something is killing the Magisters.
They're already dead. They will not be mourned.
Yep. I don't have any problem with that, but if we read this orders from Dallas, we should get an update. Yeah, so signs of resistance. We found some orders on a dead Magister. It said the group of dissidents, known as the Seekers, hiding somewhere in the southeast end of the island. We should track down this group. Yes, we should. Okay, so here is our first sign of problems. A decomposing swashbuckler, and there is a Terramancer up here, and probably another swashbuckler as well. So, that's an oil barrel. Let me just grab that. I don't want that accidentally causing problems. And let's head into combat.
You hear a dry cackle from the platform above. Turning, you see a rickety corpse staring down at you.
Also, surprisingly, with a certain amount of hair. Maybe there's a wig industry for undead.
So there is still fresh meat slithering around this mire. Our master will be pleased.
Surely you mean Braccus Rex? He's dead.
The skeleton laughs, its ribs shaking and clacking.
Do you think I miss the centuries passing? The beast may be rotten as I, but his curses remained, at least until our new master arrived. Now we are free. Now we serve a higher purpose, a glorious mission, and neither you nor your kind will stand
Yes,
in our way.
monologuing. Who is this master you're talking about?
Oh, simple mind. My master has always been. It is we who came into being. He has given me life, and in return, I must take yours.
That's unspeakably rude, but in the meantime, we need to take these two down. So now my wizard has enough initiative to end up being first all of the time, which is a very good thing. So let's just drop in our usual, slow everything down, and let's shoot some fire over there. We're still out of range for the Terramancer, so again, let's just buff. And then
I sense something nearby.
Yep, there is another fighter. And there's the assassin. But he missed. So, what we can do is teleport him. Maybe back there. Okay, and then we're just out of range, unfortunately, for the fire. So, can I move in very slightly and get enough of a range? I guess not. Okay. Maybe my other summoner can start something up. Yeah, so we can drop fire in here. And then my little incarnate. But they are getting much higher in level now, so you can see in a second once he turn changes. The damage is up to 42. And we'll draw more fire. Okay. Plenty of stuff that's gone through both of the magic armor, and one's already on 18, so end turn. And there goes one of them. Second guy's going to come along. I think it was. Ow! Crippled, so we can't move. And unfortunately, we're now stood in oil. That's not a great situation, particularly if flame arrives, but that's, again, something we just have to deal with. Where is the... there's the alive one. Let's still got 20 physical armor. So... Can I get my... Let's just right click. Can I get my cat summon up there? I can. Alright. First summon goes up there. I'm going to shields up. And then I'm going to choose to swap places. Number 1. With Red Prince. Cat's down here. Red Prince is up here. End turn. Poison. Well, yeah, it would be rude not to poison, but I'm not sure if it's vulnerable. It's immune to poison. Yep, that causes healing, as I mentioned at the very start of the game, and just forgot. So, yeah. Let's get more damage on it. He's going to disappear. Not sure if that means I can't hit him, even though he may not have moved. Well, guess there's the answer. He's not invisible anymore. That's good. So, yeah, we're going to attack with our Incarnate. And that's 2 down. You're going to run away. Or at least you're going to try. Alright, and again, maybe the summon. And we'll get the ranged upgrade. Once I finish the summoning. And we're both. Can I get... I don't think I can get within range. Let's climb the ladder. In range now. I think I'm just going to use, well... Let's use fire. And if we can move in and drop another totem, that would be cool, but I think not this turn. Well, I guess we can sacrifice. That gives us room to get another totem up there, maybe? Just in water. Okay, and the cat can't really do all that much, so we're just going to send him forward. Alright, so now I'm just going to go through physical armor. It's gone through 20 odd of it. And fortify. And why not add more fire? So 66 hit points to go. Skip turn, see what he does. 49. Did that just to poison me? Really? And let's use ranged. And go and hit him. Combat over. We win. So that wasn't one of the hard fights I was talking about. That was a relatively straightforward fight. So I'm going to cut any others like that out of the video. And we will proceed. Let me just actually... there. I wanted to loot that guy. There we go. We get a belt, which has got physical armor. And let's just take a look at who needs one. No, I will give that to our tank. More physical armor is good. And there's then 2 bodies down here, isn't there? There's the, yeah, look, that one, this one, and there's one over here. And let's just use the bedroll to rest. Okay, this may look like a waypoint, but it's just below this existing statue that we already went to. So now we get a choice. We can head down that way, or we can head down this way. If you go down here, there's a rather strange whole section with pigs. You're about to see what I mean. Flaming pigs. And yeah, traps. Which is not great. I don't think I have any lockpicks. So we've got to be
Careful now,
careful
that's a trap.
about that. However, also be careful about these. Let me just go across that with...
Look out! I
There
smell
we go, source infused.
burning. Are those pigs on fire?
They are, and unfortunately when they get close enough to something, they will explode it because they're fire and there's poison all around. So yeah, you could, well, you can talk to them, or especially you can kill them from afar, but we're going to have to get past them, so...
That's a trap.
Yeah, that's one of the problems. The pigs burn and then they explode and things go badly. However, I'm just going to rest up again, and then we'll see if yep, that's going to go. So let's head across before the explosion happens again. Whoa! They're a bit dangerous, these pigs. Alright, let's just wait for the fire to fade away. And grab the loot while we can. Head all the way through. Okay, so when we get to this point, and there's all this explosion still going off, what we actually want to do is not carry on straight this way, but we want to head off this side passage. Okay, and then we're going to get probably more flame bombs, but that's okay. And we're going to head all the way up here and past this flaming pig. Okay, so we're out of the pig section and there's a bunch of other places to explore around here, but the main thing is we keep on heading south in this case. Let's come all the way through. Keep on coming. And one of the things you need to avoid, well, one of the things is down there, those void salamanders. They sort of block one entrance of the hideout. So you can go and fight them. That's one opportunity. We may be able to go around this way. I'm going to see if that actually lets us get in. Is there any way up there? May have to go this way. Keep going around. And here we'll see Bahara.
Up on the ledge before you, a lone lizard woman overlooks the marshes. Her stare is as sharp as the bolt eyeing you from atop her crossbow.
Stand back and keep your hands off your weapons. Convince me you're no Magister, or draw one last deep breath.
I'm really not Magister.
I will not. You do not wear the collar of oppression. Explain.
Well, there's nothing to worry about. Nabora took it off for me.
I have heard of this woman. No Magister would know. She can deceive our enemies, but sadly she cannot escape them. You do not share this weakness, as your presence here attests. I apologize for the steel-tipped welcome, but lives are at stake. Hold on, I'll let you up.
With one graceful motion, the lizard throws down a tangled mess of vines for you to climb.
Come, ascend to the sanctuary of Amadia. You'll find you're not the only guest here, but the Great Mother provides for all.
Okay, so let's climb up the vines. And again, the Sanctuary of Amadia is exactly where we need to be first. This is by far and away the best place to go to from the fort. You want to get here first, because we have yet another waypoint down here. We'll talk to some people a little later.
Amidst the placid little pond, the face of a goddess lies half submerged in the water. Rivulets stream from her deep-set eyes like endless cascades of sunlit tears. You feel peaceful in her presence, soothed somehow by an intangible comfort.
Savor the moment.
As you gaze upon her loving face, you find yourself drawn into a trance-like state. A voice seems to reach you from within your mind and from the furthest reaches of the stars. Its whispers caress you like a breeze.
Listen intently.
The voice grows stronger, like a breeze picking up. What were whispers become words.
My children, my children. Gone are my children. Dead are they in the cradle I have wrought.
and commiserate with her plight.
A feeling of indescribable sadness assails you. It feels like your heart merges with the spirits, torn together by a coil of thorns.
My child, weep with me for the mother who has lost. Weep with me and bathe in the tears of Amadia.
And we're going to weep with her as well.
Your tears mingle with those of the goddess down in the tranquil crystalline pond. As suddenly as it came, the voice is gone, and you wake from its presence as if from dream-filled slumber. The pond now shines with an inner light, and standing in its waters, you feel rejuvenated, pure, as if born anew.
Please, Amadia.
Okay, so we've got a pond that is blessed.
Humble servant.
I'll get rid of all kinds of effects. And do we have, let's see, waypoints? Yep, so Amadia's Sanctuary, Hollow Marsh's Bridge, and the rest of the fort ones we already knew about. There's a few people in here that you probably need to speak to. Leia and Duggan are two of them. Exter is just a trader, I think, but he has... is it him, or is it the armory guy that's a bit further around? It's the armory guy a bit further around. Let's head over to him and have a quick word.
A grim-faced man sifts through a pile of badly damaged weapons, salvaging the repairable, ditching the broken. He picks up a rapier, the blade nicked and splintered, the hilt twisted.
Note the sorry condition of the rapier.
He holds the damaged blade up to the light.
This was Halorn's blade. It was his first, it was also his last. He didn't intend to die here, but die here he did. He was an ordinary soul with an extraordinary heart, Halorn, and he died for what he believed.
Take the rapier, note the bend, bring the sword up and smack it on the edge of the table.
The point breaks away, leaving a jagged edge. The sword is shorter now, but it'll do more damage.
And hand it back. We've got plenty of weapons.
Who are you?
I'm your reason to keep going.
He realizes, to his surprise, that he holds the weapon in his hand, ready for battle. He smiles to himself, tucks the weapon away, and gets back to work.
Okay.
This is ruined.
So there are a few weapons here if you want them. They're not terribly good, has to be said. You know, but maybe if you want gloves or something along those lines, and we'll keep it and maybe sell it if we need to. And it might actually be too heavy for my wizard, so we can keep on going up that way. There's another guy up there to speak to. The main two to speak to are back up here. Before we do that, let's just see if there's anything on the trader.
A young man in oversized armor paces around a table covered
Okay, so
with a
plenty
spread
of things
mats.
to actually pick up.
His face a tight scowl of frustration.
Polymorph, and of course, if you don't know, I've taken one level of polymorph with the Red Prince, so having some abilities would be good. So yeah, that gives us a rush ability. Spread your wings to fly, but that leads level 2, and which the Red Prince does not have. We can add atrophy as another damage type. More physical armor. Medusa, but that needs polymorph too. Chicken form is the one I actually want. That is just like the World of Warcraft. Yeah, sheep ability. And chameleon cloak lets you go invisible. Both of those seem good, but I want definitely want the chicken form. There's lockpicks as well, but we don't want those yet. Constitution and Huntsman, that's more for a ranger. Pyrokinetic, that will be good for my wizard, but it doesn't have finesse, and I don't want to spend in things I don't need to. And nap, okay, that is a shield. +1 single-handed, +1 perseverance, and it's much better than the one we already have, but it is like 900 gold, so maybe let's leave that for now. So, do we have anything I want to sell, I wonder? Let's have a look on my wizard. Equipment. We do. Yeah, let's get rid of a few bits and pieces. Just because there's cluttering up our inventory. I'm not sure if we need that for a quest or something. Exotic scimitar. That's broken, so we may as well not have that. I think that's one of those things I picked up. And, well, let's just fill in the rest and accept that. Okay, so now we're going to go and just...
He glances up.
Who the blazes are you?
Yeah, I'm just going to leave that alone. Change to Red Prince. And go to all, and then we want the skill book. There it is. Chicken Claw. Okay, that will be really good to take out one of the enemies. Once you do it, all their armor goes away, and they just end up with health, and of course, they're a chicken, so it's just like the sheep ability in World of Warcraft. Alright, so let's go and speak to Duggan and to Leia.
A dwarf stands by a young woman. He seems intensely focused on her, whispering and singing softly in her ear. She's staring blankly into space.
Blood and bone. Fire and smoke. Death and worse.
Hush now, Leia. They'll not hurt you again. You're safe now. Once Gareth gets back, we're going home. You'll see. It'll be fine.
The woman rubs her neck, raking her nails across her skin as she whimpers.
What is she doing to her neck?
The dwarf starts at the sound of your voice, gripping the woman's arm for a moment before he relaxes.
New faces. Hope you weren't bushwhacked by the Magisters too. As for her neck, she's remembering the damnable source collar she once wore.
So they may know some way of getting the rest of the source collars off everyone else in our party. As you can see, none of them can use it yet.
Lucky for us, she had the skills to remove them. There's many a sorcerer that's been freed thanks to her.
Yeah, that would be very nice if she could do something for us, so maybe she's a little out of place.
Aye, that weren't my call. She's not suited to this.
Howling dogs and men. Friends silently screaming through stitched mouths.
He puts his arm around her as she starts to sob.
She's delicate at the best of times. I asked Simone for something to help her relax, but Gareth's the only one who truly keeps her calm.
So we're going to need to find Gareth.
If we didn't need her to remove Urdus' collar, she'd be safe somewhere far from here. And now the rescue's scuppered. It were all for nothing.
Why is Gareth so important to her?
We were part of the caravan headed to Fort Joy. Shiny collars and all. Gareth and the Seekers ambushed the caravan and freed us. Saved every one of us from that hell. But now he's off searching for weapons to take down them Shriekers. And all we can do is sit here, thinking about the Godwoken we didn't save.
Now, the Shriekers are something we haven't met yet. I've taken us away from them on purpose. They're pretty nasty to deal with. One of the items you need to deal with them is in the Vault of Braccus Rex. So it's good that we come down here first, then into the vault. Then we can be able to deal with the Shriekers, or whatever they particularly are. You've heard that term before? What do you mean by Godwoken, though?
From fragments to whole. From their past to our future. From their hope to ours.
She ain't detailed, but she ain't wrong. The Godwoken are our hope that a new divine can be born. Someone to replace Lucian and push back them Voidwoken. Someone to restore order and protect the source. I'd speak to Exeter if you want to know more.
How do you know what a Godwoken looks like?
There's ways, but I ain't privy to 'em. One thing I do know, mind. The Voidwoken have their number. They react to Godwoken like no one else.
Barking dogs in wolves' clothing.
Yeah, I've seen enough Voidwoken for one lifetime.
Teeth in the sea. Teeth in the swamp. Teeth in the air.
Aye, there's enough of them about. But don't you worry none. Gareth will be back soon. Then we'll be home in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Why is she so affected by Gareth?
We were part of the caravan headed to Fort Joy.
Oh, okay.
Shiny
Yeah,
collars
you're going to
and
say
all.
the same thing again.
But now he's off search.
The dwarf starts to sing softly as the woman rocks slowly in her seat.
Okay, so we got more journal entries, and that's something we're going to leave alone for now. We're going to head back up where we came, down the ropes, and now we're going to have to, I think, fight those... Are they basilisks, or are they, what were they, lizards? We'll see in a second once they've finished descending the rope. And then we'll get the Red Prince to go first. And again, what I'll probably do is cut most of this fight out. But yeah, avoid salamanders. However, he is first in line, so if he can get, well, he won't be first in the combat order, But as soon as some of those come in, there's more here. There's 2 or 3 of these. If I recall, we can't see them just because they're out of range. Let's head towards here, and then we'll, yeah, we'll see what we can do. In we go.
I am your love of death. Come embrace your cousin. Come repay your debts. Come and face the end.
Okay. Bring it. So what do we do? Well, this is one that's void, so we can actually add fire. Don't think there's anything that will fire I won't have a good time with these. And we're going to add some poison as well. Okay, so there's a Noxious Void Salamander and another Void Salamander. It's their turn, however. Come on, do something. There we go. Not sure why that happens sometimes. Anyway, so yes, totems, I think. There we go. Both of them up. And let's just drop more fire, please. Don't want that to actually get exploded because, well, that would be bad. It would just take out all of the fire. So let's avoid that if we can. Alright, now we can just keep adding more, to be honest. There's nothing complicated about this one. Take them through this choke point. And again, more fire on this one. Just concentrate on that as much as possible. I guess I could attack this one.
I am death and light.
Fun guys. So what can we do? Let's see. Do we have Chicken Claw? Okay, so it's only very close range. You know what close range means? Close range means I need to be maybe summon a cat up there. Alright. And then maybe I just fortify up. In my turn, get the cat to swap places. End its turn, and then next time we should be in position for you. Alright, let's just buff up, shall we? I think I need more skills from my wizard, to be honest. Aside from getting poisoned and all my magical armor going. The tank's up there up front, so more poison. Yeah, I think I know more abilities on my wizard. I tend to use it all at the very start of combat, setting up surfaces and stuff like that. So the more I have to play with, the better, I think. And we're just going to take a lot of health off him as much as possible. Even more. And you go around the back of my tank. Okay, well that's not going to work too well very soon. Let's concentrate on you. It's going to come all the way around. Try and flank people. Fair enough. Do I have any ability to teleport him yet? I'm not sure if he's invisible range. No, not yet. So let's just save that. Drop in another totem. And let's buff our existing incarnate if we can. There we go. End turn. Let's just step out of the poison a little bit, add another totem, and buff up my incarnate. Alright, cat. I guess it can jump. There we go. It's very good at leaping. And taking off some more damage. It is going through the physical armor though, so it's not terribly effective. But that's one down, 400 XP. As you can see, we're 2/3 of the way through the level now. And now I guess I can, well... blocked by physical armor. Oh well. We're gonna have to take off your physical armor then. Not sure if I can take that all off at once, but... oh no, I'm gonna hit that barrel. Not what I wanted. Okay, let's see what we can do. We've got Dome of Protection. I guess we can try it. But of course that will use up that single source point that we have, so it's sort of limited use. Is there anything else reasonably we can do? I don't think there is, you know. Add range, add a range. So let's just get you over here, get you away from everything else. End the turn. End the turn, and then let's just kill it with poison. Alright, another 400 XP. And I guess we can move on up. We don't really want to actually loot it, but let's just loot anyway.
I'm ready.
I can
And it's
almost
dead.
see you. I can almost make you out. Did you hear something?
So we're starting to hear more of those voices that we heard very early on in the game. And that's going to be quite important very soon. But in the meantime, let's just go and loot what we can. Pearl. Magister Priest. There's a squirrel. Let's head back down this way. See if these two have anything on them, and then we'll head towards a mysterious cave.
I've spotted something.
You've spotted something? Where did you spot something? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Oh, there it is. I'm blind. Okay.
One must put in due effort if one is to reap the proper reward.
I'm just making the Red Prince actually grab stuff just because, yeah. Just because he's so arrogant. Okay, so we're getting 3 things there. So let's go back to our main character and see if we can use them. Ring of Intelligence, that's much better than what we have, so let's take that. Second Skin, and he gives 1 Finesse and a Huntsman, so it's not really for us. Mask of Strength, well, that's going to be for the Red Prince. Yep. And then Amulet of the Void, back to the main character. Again, that's Finesse and Ranged. So again, we'll wait for a Ranger of some kind. Alright, let's head around. Is there anything else to loot? No, let's head around to here. And this cliff face.
What strange witchery is this?
Or is it? You head in here, you gain some more XP, which is exactly what we want. 2,500, and it gets us 3/4 of the way through the level. This is the Vault of Braccus Rex. Okay, we're going to have to leave it there for this episode. Come up to time. Hope you've enjoyed this one. We've escaped all the way from the fort, all the way to the sanctuary, and got to Vault of Braccus Rex. That route through is probably, and I've played this through probably about an hour and a half trying to find other routes. Other routes tend to be a little bit more combat heavy than just those couple of fights. I couldn't avoid those two, but aside from that, they're pretty good. So it's a quick way to get to this. The Vault of Braccus Rex hides a bunch of other things, including a very annoying NPC with lots of puzzle-like rooms or riddles. So we're going to have to deal with that one next episode. For now, feel free to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and hope you'll join me for the next episode. Thanks for watching.